Hello friends, so in this video I'm going to talk about the top things that I've done to change my life. This could be when you're going through it or you just want to better your life in some way. Also, I'm doing this in context because it is the third week of lockdown in Sydney. Also, it's going to be at least for 2 more weeks, and I think the feeling of feeling unmotivated, just drained and just tired is pretty prevalent in Sydney right now. So I feel like since 2020, Sydney has done pretty well in terms of lockdowns and isolation because things were pretty back to normal for a while. And back in 2020, I felt like there was some sort of novelty towards the whole issue. There was the dalgona coffee, the banana bread, the Chloe Ting workout, and I feel like everyone was excited because they could work from home. But now that we're in lockdown 2.0 and we're just tired of it and we're still recovering from our economy and we're just going through it, I think it's really hard not to feel drained sometimes. So I really want to do this video not just for people in lockdown, but whenever you're just feeling low because you're in a slump, and this could be from external or internal factors. So let us begin. So tip number 1 is knowing your triggers. And this could be bad habits, this could be negative thoughts, or whatever makes you spiral into more negativity and more, I guess, demotivation. So one of my main triggers is something that I love very dearly and it's close to my heart, and it is anime. And I admit that I'm a huge weeb. I love Naruto, I love Black Clover and My Hero Academia. But I realized the more I watch anime, like for example watching for hours non-stop, is when I realized that I'm trying to escape reality, because I am in such a happy place in my life when I'm watching anime, but I realized because I'm trying to escape reality. And honestly, after I have this anime binge, I just feel really crap because I've been on a screen watching anime non-stop, like not moving, not doing anything, and it really puts my mind to a bad headspace afterwards because I just feel so guilty to be doing nothing productive on those last few hours. So what I do is I try to limit myself to watching maybe 1 episode a day or a week if I can, and that really helps me have a healthy obsession towards anime. So next tip is to move your body. And honestly, I have never been a bigger advocate for moving your body since probably this year, because I have been going for long walks, like an hour, 2 hours sometimes during this lockdown, and it has really stabilized my mood, especially when I feel really low. So this thing called the hot girl walk is really big on TikTok. It's basically where you go for a long walk, listen to really feel good music, and you just think about your goals and things you're grateful about. A lot of people have been saying how it changed their life, and I could personally vouch for it, but I'm not going to talk about too much in this video because I want to do a whole video on the hot girl walk and my experience of it. But moving your body has created endorphins, so scientifically proven that it helps you feel good and it makes you healthier, because let me tell you, the worst thing you do when you're feeling sad and crappy is to just sit down, watch TV, or like go on social media and just not move, because honestly that just makes you feel so lazy. It just makes you feel really bad about yourself, to be honest. And I can vouch for this because when I was at my low point, is literally what all I did. Like I didn't move my body, I just stayed home, go on social media and just feel bad about myself. So please do not do that if you want to feel happier. Actually, just please don't do that in general. And when I'm feeling really emotional, I would listen to really party rave music, which I'll show here, and just really working out and building a sweat, and afterwards I feel so much better about myself. I feel so much more rejuvenated. And honestly, if you're feeling stressed out, listen to really angry music or really party music. It will change your mood like this, like 180. It changes your mood. So definitely think moving your body is a great way to get out of that slump. And number 3 is being conscious of what you consume on social media. And I do feel like the comparison culture on social media is already very toxic in itself. But when you combine that with lockdown, when you combine that with already feeling low and being stagnant at home, it can do wonders towards how much it can affect your mood in a negative way. And what I usually do is I'll unfollow people that make me feel bad about myself or who are overly negative, because I need to be aware and have set boundaries towards what I consume social media on a daily basis, because social media is such a big part of our lives at this point. And when you try to follow people that make you feel bad or just make you feel negative or bitter in some way, like, why would you do that to yourself when you can have all the intention to unfollow them or mute them? Because that way you can have better boundaries towards what you consume on social media. So for me, I would follow a very small amount of people on social media and also on Facebook as well. So I follow my close friends and people or accounts that give me inspiration, and that's it. Like, I feel so much better when I go to my social media feed compared to how I did before I set these boundaries towards what I see on social media. Also, what I do is I won't go on social media as soon as I wake up. I know it's really tempting to do so, but what I do is, for example, go on Reddit and read something, because as soon as you wake up and you put all this energy towards consuming social media, you already feel so drained from putting all this energy towards consuming and posting that social media that you see. So the next one is do something you're proud of every single day. And there's this one quote from my primary school teacher that I still think about every single week, and that is, every year that I get older, time goes faster, which both scares me and motivates me. Oh my gosh, my hair. And I don't want to look back on lockdown and think, wow, I've literally put my life on hold, or I've wasted all that time, because you have the ability to do something you're proud of every single day. This could be cooking a new recipe, learning how to do a new skill, reading a book, or going for an extra long workout. Whatever you do is something that you're proud of and you actually put effort into. And now that you can look back at the lockdown and think, wow, I've done all these new things that I'm proud of, compared to thinking about lockdown and thinking, wow, I've done literally nothing and regret lockdown and all that time that I spent doing nothing. Forgive yourself on the bad days, because let's be honest, sometimes we're gonna have our off days, and sometimes when I feel bad and I try to suppress it, it kind of festers inside me. I know it sounds really gross, but that's the right word for it, because it just festers and it just feels so unpleasant. But when I allow myself to be sad and I kind of get over it by working out, meditating, going for a long walk, I definitely feel like I feel so much more rejuvenated and so much more motivated afterwards. Because let's face it, in lockdown, we're gonna have probably more bad days compared to our normal lives. And that's okay, because we are going through a crappy situation and we're stuck at home, and sometimes our thoughts can get to us. But once we realize that, and once we allow ourselves to feel sad, you're gonna feel so much better afterwards compared to allowing it to just feel stuck inside you and not doing anything about it. And the last and final one I have, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, it is procrastinate productively. I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but listen to me. When you think about sometimes when you feel very demotivated or you just feel very tired and lazy, there are still things you do every day that will be productive in the long run. For example, reading a book, working out, cleaning your house. At least those things you know are not going to be in your to-do list. There's still going to be things that you feel good about, compared to, for example, mindlessly scrolling on social media every day. Also, if you listen to or watch this video, at least you're doing something productive, because you know it's going to be something that enriches your life. So definitely think, when you're feeling low, do things that are still going to be good for you and you're going to feel good about later on. And I think that concludes the end of my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any other tips, please put them in the video below and I'd love to hear them. Anyways guys, have a lovely day. Bye.